team. Anna here, makeup creator, teacher, and educator, specifically for people with hooded eyes, as well as oily and textured skin. And we're doing something super fun today. You guys know I absolutely adore Colourpop, and I review every collection they sent my way. And just recently in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I need another collab collection from Colourpop. Guess what? They did it. They answered my prayers. Colourpop came out with the collaboration collection with Winx Club, even more magics. So I myself don't necessarily know a lot about Winx. I was more into Totally Spice and Witch. I don't know if you guys know any of these animated movies, but I can appreciate the aesthetic, the vibes. The products are so cool. They're so interesting. So we're going to look at all of them. There's so much colorful stuff, and I love colorful makeup. We're gonna look at all of them. We're gonna create a beautiful makeup look. I am starting with my eyes today. That is why my face is bare. I only have a little bit of a lip mask, brows, as well as some under eye cream on my face right now, but we're gonna get into this fun collab right now. Actually, no, not right now. This is not sponsored, but should be. And I want to mention this one product that I've been just absolutely loving. It is by Tula Skincare. This is their Rose Glow Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. This is what is under my eyes right now. And I'm telling you, when I wake up, I take this baby, I rub it under my eyes, I'm awake. I'm a new person, I'm ready for life. It's literally such a great sensation, but mostly what I love is that it works as a color corrector. You guys know I always struggle with my under eyes, so this is just a product that I tried and highly recommend. No strings attached. All right, so let's get into the business. The collection comes with 7 different items. We are going to start with the Crystal Face Jewels. These are reusable crystals inspired by the 6 fairies. They're fairies? I thought they were like witches. Well, I guess they have wings. Okay. They're fairies. Okay. I get it. These are super cute. These are kind of too big for me to use in my eyes. I love gemstones on the eyes. I use the ones by Half Magic Beauty or just the simple ones from Amazon all the time. But these I think are going to be too big for me to use on my eyes, so we're not going to use this today, but how fun for like festival or fun looks like that. The next product is going to be the Super Shock Highlighter. You guys, how beautiful is this packaging? This is exactly why I adore collaborations with Colourpop. Even though, just like Pokemon, I don't know much about this show specifically, the aesthetics and the colors make me super happy. And I hope they did good with this collection. If you're a fan of this show, let me know if you're excited about this. Let me know if you like the colors. Let me know if you think the collection is good for the show. So this is the Super Shock Highlighter called Magic's Gem. I am excited. I love these babies. I have a couple from their Hocus Pocus collection. They are typically really cute and duochromy, and look at this packaging. I love this hot pink. As you can see, there's a lot of pink going on today, but let's open this baby up. Ooh, wait, that looks so vibrant. That kind of does look super vibrant. Let's do a little swatch and see if we can actually use this as highlighter. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Oh, totally. Yeah. Beautiful, sparkling. There isn't a lot of like a shift here. It is not one of the duochrome highlighters, but this collection does have exciting duochromes, and I cannot wait to get to it. Next up, we got the Glitterly Obsessed Body Glitter. This is confetti rainbow body glitter gel that is called Enchantix. Again, the packaging is out of this world. I love it. Let's see what's inside, because I haven't opened this up yet. That looks so cool. Again, for like festivals and stuff. Amazing. This is typically a product that is kind of like gel-like. Well, it makes sense. This is body glitter, so probably the particles inside are too large to be used for safely on the eyes, so I wouldn't recommend using it on the eyes. Also, it smells so gross, like chemicals, but I bet it's so fun for festival looks, like to just put all over your body, and the particles are really cute, as well as the packaging. I like this pink thing they have going on here. Next up, we got all of the lip products. Look at these. So there is a different product for each fairy, and these are called the Ultra Glossy Lips Sheer High Shine Gloss in 6 magical shades. So 1 shade for each girly. I just love the outside packaging of this. Look at them being so colorful. I wonder if each of these glosses is going to be this color. Let's see. I'm gonna open the purple one. This one is called Techna. Is she into technology? I don't know anything about them, but they look super cute. Oh, it's one of those. Wait, they had these for the Pokemon collab. No, for the Beauty and the Beast collab. These glosses are literal dupes for Pat McGrath glosses. They are so, so beautiful and shiny and sparkly. This one is not necessarily duochromy, but it's lavender and so, so gorgeous. I need to look at all of them right now. Okay, here are all 6 glosses. You guys, they're so colorful and fun. So far, the pink one has like a gold to pink duochrome and I love it. And I absolutely love these like cool tones. They look amazing with the lip liner on the lips. Like, do not sleep on like blue and purple glosses. I know it sounds intimidating, but the effect is out of this world. These are actually super cute. We're not going to be trying all of them today, maybe 1 or 2, but I do want to gift some of these because I think that a lot of my friends are going to enjoy these. How super, super cute. So I am going to post all of the retail pricing of these products on the screen so you can kind of see how much everything is. Hopefully the collection is not sold out yet. Hopefully it's not one of the Twilight stories. If you know, you know. But these look super fun. Let's get to the most exciting products in this collection for me. So first we're going to talk about their shadow sticks. These are super creamy eyeshadow sticks in 6 colorful duochromy like shifty shades. So at first I was like, okay, the packaging is super cute. I love eyeshadow sticks. I love Colourpop eyeshadow sticks because typically they are very long wear, creamy, affordable, and easy to use. But I was thinking, okay, I'm not gonna use them because we have an entire eyeshadow palette to work with, so I might just gift these. However, I learned from looking at promo pictures and videos that these are duochromes and shifty shades, and I'm like, there's no way I'm not trying these. I absolutely have to. Look at the packaging. These look absolutely gorgeous. For funsies, we're going to open up the pink one right now. So the shade called Sonic Blast, it is going to be that pink one, and I don't know if it's shifty, if there's too much shift or not a lot of it. I don't know what colors these are, but let's take a look. Oh my god, you guys, I already see it. It's that beautiful kind of green to pink to gold shade. Are you actually joking? That is beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see the shift right there. That is beautiful. Let's do Static Sphere right here. This just looks really like a really pretty lilac shade. I do not see, okay, I see a little bit of a shift, like purple to pink to blue, but not as strong as the others. However, this shade itself is really, really pretty. It doesn't even have to have a shift for me to love it. Next, let's look at Morphic's Shield. We're gonna go right here. Oh wow, what is this? That is so sparkly. That is really, really intense. You can't even see the blue. Like in real life, to me, it looks kind of like this, like super vibrant green blue, but on the screen, you can't even tell. It kind of looks pink or silver. It's really cool. This one is the most out there vibrant shade out of them all for me right now, but like in real life, not on the screen. These look so different in real life. It's crazy. All right, last but not least, Fury of the Dragon. Did they fight dragons? Were they friends with dragons? I know nothing about these again, but I'm super excited to play with this collection, as you can see. Ooh, another pink shade. Wait. Maybe we're gonna utilize this one today. Oh, wow. That is stunning. Are you actually joking with these shades? Colourpop created duochrome eye sticks that look so vibrant and so pretty. You guys, this is gonna be a good day. This is gonna be a good makeup day, I already know. Last but not least, we are going to look at the Just Like Magic's Pressed Powder Palette. You are going to use this as an eyeshadow palette. I am going to use this as an eyeshadow palette, but they call it Pressed Powder Palette, which means that there are pressed powder pigments in this palette rather than eyeshadows, and some of them are not necessarily safe to use on the eyes, but I mean, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So this is what the outer packaging looks like, super colorful, and the inside, I really enjoyed it. I hope that they did good for the fans. If you're a fan, again, let me know if you are inspired by this color story, because sometimes with some of these collaborations, like with Naruto, I remember that people were not really pleased with the inside of the palette. The outer packaging is always like 11 out of 10, but sometimes they don't do really good curated color stories. Not knowing anything about the show and kind of looking at these fairies for the first time in my life, I think this looks really good. Also, combining these beautiful colorful mattes with those duochromy sticks, I think is going to be super fun. In my head, I had a vision for greens and a pink duochromy shade on my eyes. I don't know if we're gonna pull it off, but I'm willing to try. I'm also wearing all pink, so I don't know if we should just go for pinks. But that would be boring, right? That would be boring. We should do greens. greens. We should totally do greens. Anyways, I am going to swatch this palette column by column right now to just kind of show you what to expect. None of these shimmers look really glittery. Well, maybe this one, Nature and Symphony, but I'm speaking too fast. We have to swatch it first. Starting off with a blue column, we're gonna start with the shade Pure Magic, which is absolutely beautiful iridescent blue. Then we're gonna go in the shade Digital Blast, also actually a really beautiful, gorgeous metallic shade. And lastly, Sonic Bomb. This one is going to be a little bit more chunky and glittery, and that is why it's a little bit more difficult to pick up, and probably I would recommend using a glitter base for this shade. Overall, these look really gorgeous and sparkly and giving me fantasy vibes, which is what this should be, right? Ooh, look at the next column. This is color. We're gonna start with Solaria, which is a matte yellow, and I love what it looks like. A lot of the times matte yellow shades would lean more orange, but this one is a true yellow and looks really light and kind of even like pastel, which I'm not mad at. I really enjoy it. The next shade is Rising Tide, and I think this is going to have a shift to it. It's really beautiful, kind of turquoise shade, really gorgeous. Lastly, Andros, which is going to be a green matte shade, also really beautifully pigmented. Again, pressed pigments are used in colorful palettes because then you can use more pigment in there, right? So these colors are going to be a little bit more difficult to work with, but I will show you a technique to work with pressed pigment that always makes my eyeshadow looks come out successful. I know how to work with these shades, and hopefully I can show you a trick or two. But so far, really enjoying this color story. We're gonna get into more greens now. These look like pastel-y and dreamy, and yes, I was right. This shade looks very interesting. Nature and Symphony, which is that, oh wow. Now I think we have to use this shade as well. It is so sparkly and beautiful. There's shifts of blue, green, gold in there. Absolutely stunning. The next shade is Zenith, which is going to be more of a matte green, and then a pastel green Charmix. Oof, these look beautiful. No, yeah, I totally want to use that shimmer though. It's gorgeous. This is it for the greens and the blues. We only have pinks and oranges left, but this part of the palette swatches and looks really beautiful. All right, we're getting into the territory where I don't necessarily know how to pronounce these things, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but this pink shade is Lymphia. Can't really see it much, but it's just a regular pink shade. Sunbolt is a orange shimmer, kind of golden orange, really gorgeous. Lastly, we have Dragon Flame, which is going to be that fiery orange matte shade, really beautiful. I like that they combine both cooler tones and warmer tones in this palette. I feel like any person can find something that will work for them, assuming you like colorful shadows. If not, this palette is not for you, clearly. Ooh, that pink one is also looking gorgeous. We have the shade Domino. Ooh, that is so chunky and glittery. I think this formula and Nature Symphony, these are the same glittery formula. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Then we have Fairy Vibe, which is, I would say, a satin shade. So it's not a matte, but it's not like a metallic, but it's beautiful hot pink shade. And we got these Sounds of a Melody, the last beautiful hot pink matte. This is the color story. Full disclosure, I missed this. This is what I missed. I need makeup to be fun again. Clean girl makeup? No, absolutely not. This is the makeup I want. Rainbow makeup, please. Let's do something about it. I miss this. I love playing with eyeshadows. I really enjoy this palette so far. The quality feels like good Colourpop eyeshadow quality. Nothing too special, nothing bad to say about it, but obviously we have to try this on the eyes. So let's get into eyeshadow application. I'm going to start with first applying a layer of concealer on my eyes to kind of smooth everything out because there's nothing on my lids right now. And then a layer of eyeshadow primer. And yes, I do need both because my eyes are super hooded and super oily. If your eyes are none of those, you can just go in with concealer or just go in with eyeshadow primer and be just fine. I need to make sure that this stays on all day long, and I just want the eyeshadow to show their full opacity. Like, I want them to look exactly like the look in the pan, and the only way to do that is to use a good eyeshadow primer. This one is by Juvia's Space. I love affordable eyeshadow primers. I think in my collection I honestly only use affordable eyeshadow primers, and this one you can buy at Ulta for like $7, I think. So I'm just going to blend this up to the brows and out to the temples and create a beautiful layer eye base. Okay, do I dare to go with the greens? I think I should. So we are going to start with the darkest green in our blend. That is the way made to work with these pressed pigments and super colorful shadows. And I'm not talking about like muted mauves or whatever. No, not that colorful, this colorful, rainbow colors. So I'm gonna pick up the shade Andros, which is that deep green, on a small kind of packing brush. This is by MOTD Cosmetics. Again, I have a hooded eye brush set with them, and I'm gonna leave the links below. So I'm gonna start packing this in the outer corner and see how pigmented we can get it to be. Knowing that it's a pressed pigment, obviously it looks just as pigmented as it does in the pan, which I absolutely love. And I am carefully packing that and just kind of getting it to the color and vibrancy that I want to see on my eyelids. This is actually insane how beautifully pigmented these are. It's like I'm applying paint on my eyes. It is so beautiful. As you can see now, there's no shape to it whatsoever. I am just taking care of the pigment. And I'm applying kind of higher than my natural crease to make sure that we see the eyeshadows with my eyes open. Now I'm gonna grab another brush. This is by MOTD Eye Catching Crease, and it's a clean brush and more of a fluffy brush. And I'm going to start slightly teasing the edges of the eyeshadows. This is a completely clean brush, and we're using it only to soften that first shade ever so slightly. This is what I want to see. So just a little bit teasing the eyeshadows. This is how to work with pressed pigments or any sort of colorful eyeshadows. Or if you just buy an eyeshadow palette that is not necessarily Pat McGrath or Natasha Denona, that is not necessarily super expensive and made in Italy. That's the technique that I use. Now I'm gonna grab another clean brush, and that one is just going to be a fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade. Should we go like this? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the shade Zenith and kind of start blending that first shade. Kind of applying a little bit over the top. Again, patting and then blending. First, I'm gonna pat. This shade has shimmers to it, but it acts as a matte shade. It has sparkles in it, but it acts as a matte shade still. And this I'm going to bring inwards, and then we're going to actually add more of that first green shade. So if you see it disappearing or it being a bit patchy, not to worry. I am just applying it above that first shade. This looks gorgeous. I'm gonna use yellow too, because that yellow looked spectacular. And the same thing on the other eye. And this is why I also kind of do my eyes first, because all of these sparkles sometimes are falling on my base. So if I had foundation on already, I would look like a sparkling unicorn. So I actually am going to need to clean that up. All right, so this is our second shade. And again, we are going to add more of that first green shade to make it look a little bit more cohesive and blended. Now we're gonna add the last matte shade in our blend, which is going to be the lightest matte in our blend. And today it's this yellow shade. So I'm gonna pick it up with the biggest fluffy blush. Oh, you will not going to believe this. Hello Subculture from ABH. That is so powdery. Be extra careful if you have this palette. All right, this I'm just going to run along the edges to add a little bit more of that diffused look. And that's it, just a little bit. This shade is crazy. Not a big fan of how powdery that is. But this is what you get when you're trying to make that true pastel shade. I think so. All right, going back to that first deep green. And now I'm going to bring it higher and just kind of add some more of this to make sure that we're all nicely diffused. And you can go back to all of these shades and kind of perfect your blend at this point, and make sure to use like a separate brush for every shade. That is the key, so that they all don't mix in and you can still see like, okay, I see the first shade, I see the second shade, I see the third shade. Let me work on this off camera a little bit, and then I'll come back for some shimmers. Let's do lower lash line before shimmers. I'm gonna grab a deep green, like forest green eyeliner pencil. This is by Iconic London, and I'm going to run it on my waterline to just add a little bit of that green. Now we're gonna take the smallest brush as possible and just add the same matte shade to set that pencil. So I'm going in with the deepest green that we have in this palette. This is still like super bright and not really a deep green, but that's what we have here. It's literally a rainbow palette, and I'm kind of loving it. It's been a while since I've created a look like this. Listen, it's fun. I enjoy these looks so much. And then I will also blend this shade out with a lighter green that we used ever so slightly. We don't want the lower lash line to be too crazy, just to kind of connect the two. I definitely want to pick up this Sticks with the shade Morphix Shield. This was the most vibrant and crazy looking out of all of them. I know it looks blue, but I think we're gonna pull it off. I'm gonna start applying it on my eyelid, and hopefully it can translate, because this literally feels like liquid diamonds. This is the most beautiful duochrome shade. It also feels kind of wet, so I'm patting it down around with my fingers, and it does have that pink duochrome shift that I really want here. So this is all I am doing. I think it looks really gorgeous here with these shadows. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I really love how creamy these are. I really hope that they set and wear as well as I know some of their shadow sticks wear, like their matte ones. Oh, I love those. And then on top of that, I'm gonna actually go with this shade just for funsies. We want to try as many shades as we can. This will bring even more of that pink. I'm just gonna concentrate this on the very center. Actually, I adore this shade. It looks so beautiful. And then let's see if we can actually top it off with just a little bit of Nature's Symphony. I just want to grab a little bit of those sparkles and really just even like work them in the back of my hand so it's not as chunky, but ever so slightly to apply it for a little bit like a fairy dust vibe. Oh, it actually helps that the sticks are kind of creamy and kind of sticky before they completely dry down. So these glitters actually stick way better on them. I think I really did something here. I think it looks so cute. Obviously, this is not for everyone. It is the most vibrant eyeshadow look I've worn in months, and it makes me so happy. Literally so happy. This is gorgeous. These eyeshadow sticks, I thought my favorite thing from the collection is going to be the palette. The palette is okay. The palette is good for pressed pigments. It's not very easy to work with, but it's good. But these sticks are absolutely the most exciting part about this collection. We haven't even tried everything, but I already know. I'm gonna add liner and lashes, do my entire face, and then come back for the lips and the highlighter and whatever we have left. All right, friends, we're back with a full face of makeup. I will obviously leave down below all of the stuff that I'm using that you haven't seen me apply on camera, like the mascara and the lashes and all of that. I have a bit of a lip liner on my lips as well as whatever's left from this lip oil. So I'm thinking we're just gonna add a gloss on top and see how it wears, because I don't necessarily wear glosses on their own in general. So that's how I would use a gloss. I would apply it on top of a lipstick or lip liner or something like that. But first, let's finish the face with a bit of highlighter. All right, so we're going to be testing out this Magic's Gem Super Shock highlighter, which looks so yummy and so pink. I'm gonna use my highlighter brush and just do a little bit, because from a swatch, it looked like it could be really a lot. And I don't like a lot of highlighter because my skin produces highlighter on its own. It's called oils. But yeah, as a subtle highlight, isn't that so pretty, you guys? And every highlighter in the world will always emphasize texture if you have really textured skin like mine. So I'm not really bothered by that. It's whatever, it's just happening. I still think it looks really pretty. You could obviously go with multiple layers and it would be looking way more vibrant, but I'm happy with this. And my makeup on the face is officially done. We're just gonna try one or two of the glosses and I will share my final thoughts on this collection. All right, so here are the 6 glosses. What do we do? Do we go pink? Do we go green? Do we go blue? I'm thinking we go pink, because this shade right here, which is Bloom, kind of has that gold to pink duochrome that I really enjoying this formula by Colourpop, and I really love these glosses. This particular one could be a dupe for Pat McGrath, so whenever they come with that duochrome vibe, they always remind me of beautiful Pat McGrath glosses. So let's go ahead and apply this. Oh, wait, that was a lot of pink. Let's see. That feels like glitter. What is happening? First of all, that is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love when a gloss is visible on the lips, when it's not just nothing. This one is a really like special occasion gloss because of how many particles are in here. Like, are you actually joking? This looks like diamonds on the lips. This also reminds me of the ABH Honey Diamond gloss, or maybe it's just called Diamond. This is stunning. I'm so happy I used this one. Should we do the green on top? Because why not? We're here, right? So the green one is called Flora, and I just wonder if it's gonna give us a little bit of green sparkles to kind of make this look more cohesive, because I went all green on my eyes. Yeah, there's definitely green and yellow and blue, and I'm here for it. This is stunning. You can literally mix all of the shades and it will look perfect, like a rainbow gloss. I actually adore these. They're not sticky. No gloss ever is going to be long wear, so we don't have to worry about that. If you eat food, it's going to disappear. Like, let me tell you right now, the gloss is not going to be here for an 8-hour working day. Like, if somebody tells you otherwise, they're lying. But I do not mind reapplying it, especially when it's this comfortable of a formula and not sticky, and smells like vanilla, like cookie dough, like really, really yummy. I want to eat them. And the sparkles are out of this world. All right, let me get myself together, take this off finally, and talk about this collection, share my final thoughts. All right, guys, so here's the final look, final result. Take a look right there. I think it looks super cute. I missed colorful makeup. I missed green makeup. This looks amazing. I am so happy with this collection. I absolutely loved the eyeshadow sticks. That is hands down my favorite part, and I knew it would be. The duochrome and sparkling effect is out of this world. They really did a great job with that, especially for the price point. I don't know the exact price, but I know that their eyeshadow sticks are way more affordable than those from other brands. The glosses are also 10 out of 10. Did not expect to love them this much, but I adore them. Highlighter is like whatever. I'm not really a highlighter person unless it's something super interesting. So that was an okay product for me. Let's talk a little bit about this guy though, because I have kind of like really mixed opinion on this. I do adore the packaging of the entire collection, obviously. I also think that the look I created came out super pretty. However, I think that, and I also love the color story. I love what they created. I love the color story they curated. Like each column kind of represents one of the fairies, which is super cute. However, I think that it is quite difficult to work with. I love that they stated that this is a pressed pigment palette, because that makes a consumer understand that they're not buying an eyeshadow palette, and that the eyeshadows, like the pressed pigments, are not going to blend out as easily as an eyeshadow would. So I'm happy that that is out there and stated, but I'm afraid that some people, some big fans might purchase it, try to use their regular technique, eyeshadow technique with these colors, and they won't work as pretty or mix as well or blend as well. So that's kind of like my only thought, that these are a little bit more difficult to work with. And because I've been doing it for so many years, I know how to work with them, and I hope I could tell everyone how to use these. But at the end of the day, it's all about how much happiness the colors bring you in the collection. And I think that if you're a fan of this show, of these fairies, of Winx, I would definitely recommend purchasing an item or two from this collection, depending on your preferences. Like if you do like eye makeup, definitely eyeshadow sticks or this pressed pigment palette. If you're more of a lippy person, definitely grab those glosses. They're stunning. If you like festivals, maybe that body glitter and the gems are going to be your thing. Overall, I am super happy Colourpop sent over these goodies. Everything looks so gorgeous, from the packaging to the formulas to the price point always, and I just really adore this. I do not have a code with them to share with you, but I'm sure that other creators do. So if you purchase something, make sure to grab a little bit of a discount with their codes. However, I will leave all of the information on everything else that I'm wearing on my face in the caption below as always, and let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts. If you're a fan, again, let me know if they did it justice, if they created a good collection, or if you're unhappy with it. If you were looking forward to it and you wanted different colors, also let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really happy with this look today. I think it looks super pretty, like a fairy. Thank you for watching, and I love you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.